Who wants to keep running? The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to tol!
Against that as a... Either that or I think your Pugna suggestion was also good. I think push would be valuable.
Okay, last
Sure.
pick Beastmaster.
Cool sprays.
Cool.
Viscous Nasal Goo starting to stack. They've got the Earth Spike from Boomy and should have First Blood.
And his goo is so strong, number one.
Just a matter of time. Quill and a right click.
Easy.
Okay.
Elder Titan in trouble again, potentially. Swashbuckle on 2. 1.
Swashbuckle slept, but the impetus shot and
Dead
there's
again?
the kill. Wow, Tims is getting a lot out of this Enchantress. He'll go into the Nature's Attendants. I still want to see him put a lot of focus and attention on to the impetus shots. Earth Spike, Quills, right clicks, and Zephyr gets the kill on a Gabby before he dies to Boomy.
Like just a misclick, really, because there's nothing.
That he's going to be getting there.
Yeah. Raw mid lane.
Primal Roar used another DK. The Elder Dragon form should be gone in just a second. They've got the Swashbuckle coming through as well as the Earth Spike. They'll hex up the Elder Titan, but they don't get the damage out onto Carl. Disruption. Whitemon might be able to set up the Stomp. They've got the Stampede. Tim's caught, and he's already got himself the Nature's Attendant. So it's only level 1, but it does give him enough to survive here. They'll go after Zephyr. Back around. There's the kill onto the Shadow.
Yeah, playing at a pace right now that T1 is not comfortable with at all. Like, they're trying to respond, but they're always just a little bit slow.
All the way over, and Whitemon. Primal Roar, they've got the Hex onto the Shadow Demon to Zephyr. They'll catch both. Easy 1-2 gut punch. Finger used again by Boomy, that's his 3rd stack.
That was a level 2 finger, so way less cooldown. And I'm not sure why they were sticking around for so long. Only the 2 supports.
Ooh,
No killing power.
Hex.
Enge.
Dragon Tail.
How
and
tanky are you?
Double edge. Can you right click this man? No, you can't.
Very tanky.
Enchantress.
3 core heroes. Can't even kill the Enge.
Enchantress just breeding the strongest. She's ridiculously tough. Blink, Hoof Stomp, Viscous Nasal Goo.
Has been good, but
Still on the run. Viscous Nasal Goo will push him all the way back. Swashbuckle.
knocking on the high ground. What's your defense? What can you do?
Thinking about going into the Rolling Thunder.
That's a lot of damage under the tower. Stun on the DK, but Soul
Gabby
Catcher.
moving forward. They've got the Rolling Thunder as well as the Blink that's going to hit on the Carl. Pops the BKB. They've got the finger going out on the Zephyr. They'll get the cut of the Shadow Demon to buys back immediately. 23 comes over with the meta. He'll put his attention on the Tims for a second. Rolling Thunder still bouncing these heroes into the air. The Swashbuckle disarming Whitemon. They'll look over at Cuckoo. They've got this disruption to keep him alive, but they're still chasing. Meanwhile, Bak on the other side of the fight. He'll survive. Swashbuckle over again. Hits on 23. They got the
Zephyr,
double
no
kills. They
buyback.
killed off Cuckoo. They'll get the cut of Zephyr. So Zephyr brought back once in this fight. Gabby eats the cheese. Back to full health, full mana.
All right, so
Tier 3 gone.
round 2. Let's go.
Hairball, Blink, Hoof Stomp coming through. Decent amount of damage onto Gabby, but it's not going to be enough. They've got the Earth Splitter coming through as well as, well, the Solar Crest, but that gets reflected. Rolling Thunder bouncing around from Bak. Right clicks coming in from the Enchantress that are starting to tick away at these heroes on T1. Tims feels confident enough to be moving near the tier 4s. Blink, Hoof Stomp, Double Edge, and then that right click. Can't get onto this Enchantress. Tims just doesn't take damage.
Yeah, way too tanky.
Earth Spike, Anuku. They're going to try and get the kill to the center. They've got the finger to follow it up, but it's not enough damage with the Stampede being used. With BKBs coming around the horn, they look over at Armel. He might die here. Has his BKB pop, but he's getting focused by Carl. Safe for a moment. Whitemon wants the right click. 23 is the one who gets the kill. He's gone for 73, but they lose the Shadow Demon as well as the Elder Titan. Still focusing Tims. 23, that might not be the way to go about this. They got the Lotus Orb on the Gabby, and 23, he's disarmed. 23, he's in trouble. 23, he is dead. Triple kill for Gabby. He'll look for the Ultra, and he won't find it because Bak gets the kill. They're back in their base. Carl.
Importantly, I mean, they're all running. It's super obvious that they're coming.
Yeah, they're on their way. They're going after Tims once again. Can they even get the kill on this Enchantress? The damage, the break, it's all there with the Nature's Attendants. Tims will finally die. The BKB gets popped by Armel. They actually don't have Tims for 43 seconds. With the Metamorphosis from 23, he's onto the high ground, looking over the Beastmaster, but now the Primal Roar, they've got the stun, the blink, as well as the Hoof Stomp. The finger comes out, and he kills Cuckoo. Boomy blowing up the Centaur. Armel is gone. He's got no buyback, but DK's in too deep. Carl now trying to run from this Bristle, who is putting out a lot of Viscous Nasal, who
The
has a
base
lot
is
of Curl
dying.
sprays, and the base is also dying. He has to TP back after the sweep hits from the Elder Titan, as they have lost one tier 4 and they are forced to glyph. And Gabby's just in, takes the tier 4. They'll look over at 23. The throne is available to take. Whitemon looking for the sweep onto these creeps, try and slow that down as much as he can. He's got the Centaur held back in a second, but they've got themselves the air spike. They look over 23, who looks like he won't be able to get any Sunder off as it's not available, and Gabby will run into the base. He might even run into the throne. They'll finally call GG, and TNC will take game number 1.
They got...
Yeah. Still, we've been talking about this new meta Tiny, but I haven't seen it yet. Not in...
There. We'll see if he chooses to go into the hood.
Ooh, land the
Oh,
impale
nice
from the
stun.
high ground,
But no
but
follow-up.
nothing doing.
They just want to take the runes away.
They do Spike Carapace, all right. Fire Snap Cookie. Now Zephyr's caught. He might just be first blood. They've got the Lightning Storm trying to get that last hit.
Wow.
Salve used. He's still dead.
Killing his friends to get more money. Just like you would do in war.
The Ancients?
No, makes a lot
Or are
of
they
sense.
neutrals?
Neutrals, yep.
Static Link, Eye of the Storm. Boomy. He'll die to the Plasma Field.
Armel's dead too.
Turn around onto Armel, who gets stunned. Spike Carapace. What? Oh, the stun. Does he have enough to kill Carl? Almost. Fade Bolt's there anyway. Coming over, smoked. They are going to let the Nyx Assassin lead on this, as they have the Vendetta shot as well as the stun. Whitemon ready to go with an Earth Spike. They'll stay in front of him, and they'll get the quick kill on the Bak, but Cuckoo is dead. Kisses all coming in. So the they need to really get here, and the problem is they've got a Sentry Ward right outside the pit, so even if he steps over, he might get spotted.
They're not aware at all.
Yeah, Spike Carapace walks in, walks out. Spike Carapace hits onto the Leshrac as well as this Bristle, but they put down another Sentry. Zephyr in trouble, gets out of the range of it. Fire Snap Cookie sends Gabby back.
Roche is
They need to
getting
make
low.
something happen. Timber Chain over. Roche is low. This might actually work out well for T1 if they can clean up these heroes, but the Mortimer's Kisses come down to Cuckoo, and now they'll focus their attention on the Tims. 23 trying to get in, but he never makes the move fully through. They'll use that finger, they'll blow up one. They'll buy back on the Rubik. They take out Boomy. They look over at Baku's out of mana, and they'll also steal the Static Link. And while
Fight
going
it
for the
off.
bounty, smoke gets broken. There's the Avalanche, but the Hex comes through. Gabby in trouble. Minus armor. Yule's up in the air. Finger takes out Boomy, but they'll still lose Carl. 23 moving in, trying to get the damage out. Pulse Nova doing a lot of damage on to 23. He needs to be careful.
out of
They get the
mana
kill on
on Lash.
Whitemon. They'll get the kill on Armel. They'll end up trading 2 for 2. Chakram coming out from the Rubik. They still want to go for this. Avalanche Doppelganger onto the low ground, but the 2-man Impale. Cuckoo maintaining his ground. The stolen Impale hits on 2. Down goes Zephyr. They'll take out the Aegis. 23 back into the
careful.
fight, but he's not dealing with a lot of health here. Doppelganger now starting to run. The attention from Cuckoo goes out onto Tims, and Tims is out of mana. He's got a 4 staff, but the Chakram, there it is, to get the kill. Ends up being a 3 for 3.
Yeah, and that now he's going to be very survivable. Has a haste as well.
They might even just want to go. Impale comes out,
taking
Armel
so
in
much
trouble.
damage.
Earth Spike Plasma Field, there's the kill on Armel.
And this is why Nyx is so problematic for...
Heals up into the air onto this Rubik. They're
Mana
draining his mana, telekinesis, throwing him over to the side. 2-man stun, Fire Snap Cookie. This is falling apart. Boomy's gonna die too. And they're right on top of the Bristle. They've got the Hex, and they'll get the kill. 4 heroes dead on the side of TNC T1.
Go for the heart.
Yeah,
All
never,
right.
ever
Never, ever, ever not.
getting low at all. Blink, Impale, Fade Bolt, Telekinesis all coming through onto Carl. They've got the Split Earth and Fire Snap Cookie that suns up 3. They've got the BKB coming out from Gabby. Avalanche Shots comes through. They get the kill into Boomy though. They've taken another Snapfire. They end up trading for Zephyr. On the high ground is Cuckoo. He's going to try and Timber Chain away, and that's exactly what he does. Chakram right on top of Armel as they look over now at Bak. He's in trouble. Surrounded, help from Tims, Doppelganger, 23 is not going to make the move in just yet. He'll send the illusions out as well as the Spirit Lance that bounces all the way over to
Again?
Tims, and it should do it again, and it might even kill Tims. Tims on the run, there's the finger for the stack. They've got themselves the Earth Spike that lands on a Bak. He has no mana to work with and no health to work with, so he's dead too. 3 heroes gone. Gabby stuck in the pit and surrounded by the T1 side. He is a rock that will soon crumble, and it will crumble to 23.
To run. Caster on the prowl.
They
Boomy
find
caught out.
Boomy. Force Staff not far enough away. Spirit Lance is there. Boomy ends up dead to 23. They're going to continue for more. These Spirit Lances being thrown out. Carl maintaining the front line. So is Cuckoo. They're right on top of Tims. They get the kill to the Rubik. He's going to buy back. And now, with that buyback, though, try to turn. They had Gabby on the back lines. Take out Whitemon. He's got buyback too. BKB TP out from Gabby, but they're still on the high ground. Blade Mail pop. Bak now turning his back, but he doesn't have that BKB available. Avalanche. Toss.
Not even close.
Bloodstone popped, and now the turnaround. Actually, they threw him right into Armel, so he gets the Whirling Death off. Armel sitting a little bit low. He's got the BKB, but there's the Doppelganger. 23 not dealing with a lot of mana here. They might just back.
Every superhero movie ends with the heroes winning.
Would this would have been a good Ags game for Leshrac? The nihilism with the turning the ethereal and all that. Oh, gobble up, spit out, Avalanche as well as the toss going after Whitemon, but he's going to survive. The Mortimer's Kiss is coming through, and they're not going to let him. BKB's being popped all around the horn. They look over at Bak. Actually, they don't even care about Bak. They'll get the kill to Armel, Bak as well as Tims. They weren't focusing on the Bristle at all. Gabby drops, 4 heroes dead, and now on to Boomy, full team white in favor of T1. They'll call GG, and they'll even the series at 1 apiece.
Yeah, felt though as it was over like 20 minutes ago already.
Yeah, it became just a one-sided.
Past, TNC is prone to outplaying quite a bit. So if they can outplay T1, we're all good. Arrow.
And arrow lands.
And dead.
Cuckoo should be dead, but
Maybe.
gets the Timber Chain, the right clicks, one more.
Nice.
There it is for Gabby.
The only question mark for me this game is the Timber, so how much of an impact he will have. He farmed this way.
Vortex, Moonlight Shadow, but they have the finger as well as
Easy.
the Spike Sentry down to spot him. Radabatos bought before he died. And TNC aren't pulling away, where it's, I think, going to be that big of a difference. Arrow, Ruptured, Blood Right, all through. Meteor Hammer was already used. They've got the right clicks coming in, and eventually Cuckoo will run himself out. Dropping the Sanities, Zephyr surviving, 23 on the front lines. Now they've got the Primal Roar. This is an interesting spot for 23 to be in with ball lighting from Carl missing. Mortimer's Kisses is out. Like you can bend there for the line.
Are they going to get the first offensive Astral off since the pickup? Yes!
Yeah, they finally got it, but he gets turned to stone. So again, how are you going to get this Meteor Hammer off with the BKB getting popped on Gabby? Now they've got the Rupture again onto Cuckoo, which keeps him out of the fight, but they've had the Electric Vortex. The damage coming in from Zephyr as well as the Stone Gaze. One more shot needed to get the kill there on a Bak, and they'll take out the Bloodseeker. They'll look for more. Cuckoo no longer Ruptured. Primal Roar with the Arrow.
I mean...
Axes. No.
All right, that's it. How much did you pay Gabe, sir?
His last battle pass was level 10,000.
Fair.
That's when you get all the double damages. Rupture reflected. That's a big problem for the Bloodseeker. Earthspike comes in. They've got the Electric Vortex that goes through onto Gabby. They use the Stone Gaze. They focus their attention onto Boomy. Mortimer's Kisses don't do enough. Oh, Whitemon just surviving. He may even get hit on the backlines. No, he'll survive. Moonlight Shadow gets committed. And still no casualties. Looking for the Primal Roar, but ball lightning away, back in. Armel forced to pop the BKB. He's looking for a Roar, and he can't find a target. He doesn't feel comfortable using it.
Medusa's low on mana. One more Astral could potentially kill her. Hammer
Got
up in
the
one.
stun all the way
Is it
through
gonna be a big
onto
hammer?
the Beastmaster, and now they've got the Sanities. Cuckoo dies. That's only one dead. Can they find anything more? BKB got popped by Gabby. Again, it's just one kill for the Sanities.
Human calculator. Amongst other things.
So Roche is still up.
It is.
Astral Imprisonment reflected with the Lotus Orb. Arrow connects, but it's onto the Timber. They've got themselves the Astral Imprisonment once again that turns Gabby to stone.
He just can't play it, getting Astral by himself, and then
Mortimer's Kisses.
and he saves them with the Astral.
And yeah, saves him with the Astral, looking for the Meteor Hammer. Mortimer's Kisses, Force Staff now. Lotus Orb trying to get away. Tries the Timber, but he doesn't survive. Whitemon dead next. T1 kind of missing an opportunity here. Ball lightning all the way through, get the silence as well as the Vortex. That's on Gabby. The Fire Snap Cookie gets some distance, and they've got the Primal Roar that's onto the Medusa, but they're not doing enough damage. They finally let the arrow on top of it.
Hammer's
Ball
up.
lightning back, and that's to pick up a double damage for Carl. So they might make their way in. They've turned to stone. Bak as well as Armel with the Mystic Snake.
Odie's sitting at 4k mana.
And Gabby sanities. There goes Zephyr. Ball Lightning, though, back into the fight. So it's Medusa and Storm against the world. They'll go after Gabby. They'll look for more. Mystic Snake, Tim's to stone. BKB forced out. Armel now turning, throwing those axes, trying to get the blood right down on a 23. They've got the urn, but can they get the kill on the 23? It's not looking likely. They've got another Mystic Snake. Rod of Atos, another snake bounces.
Arrow.
And he's just full on mana. Again. Just standing their ground, looking for the tier 3. Some right clicks out on a Bak for a second. There goes the final tier 3. They've got themselves the ball lightning as well as the vortex to follow that up with an Earth Spike. The Primal Roar comes out onto Whitemon. They get the kill on the Lion. Stone Gaze used, right clicks in. OG low, killed off by Cuckoo, buys back into the game. And they will try and run the Mirana out, but he dies to Zephyr. The right click damage from the Impetus. The BKB is not going to do enough here. They've got Carl locking down Armel. He's got buyback. Question is, will he even use it? The answer to that is yes, but they've already lost the Bloodseeker, who doesn't have buyback. So it's a 3v5 situation. And not looking like a good one, and then they lost.
But why does TNC tip him then?
Yeah, because everybody inside the stage is tipping Carl.
Oh, it's a triple snake. It's a big stone.
Triple snake. Now they've got the Primal Roar, but it doesn't look like it's going to do anything because the fact that Cuckoo's just standing his ground, and GG will be called. T1, they take down the top of the table team. That is TNC. And they find some success, finally, in this season.